the bananas? Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
I'm here. Can you see me?
Oh, which are you bringing?
I'm at the 3330.
Is it the Burger King?
Burger
Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna flip my lights on. Yeah, just come to that main middle. Yeah, see? You see me in the window? Yeah, see that middle door?
got a $2 off promo for Sam. I got a $2 off promo for Sam.
Okay. That'll work. All right, I'm running so behind. I'm gonna go ahead and get on.
Well, send it to
How
me.
much you need?
Okay, let me go and check out. Promo applied, so it'll be with the tip like $10.50.
Okay.
Because you always tell me the tip, without the tip it would be $9.
All right. I'll send it over. You're welcome. Okay, Buka. What's the card?
Anyone you got, because I have the net spend on there. You want to use that one?
Do you have? Is it Uber Eats?
Yeah.
Do you have mine on there? The 7612.
I think I had to take yours off that time. Let me see. I think it's only and there's actually $2 already on that spend too.
It's $2 over your net spend, so I just need to send 8.
Yes, right.
Okay.
Or
Or 11, or 9.
Okay. Yeah, because of the tip, right? Let me see if there's a card. I'm scared about Uber Eats. Maybe never come, but yeah, I only got 6241-2106, which is expired. But Venmo, don't send nothing to that because Uber wants to take money off of it. Oh, I forgot about that. Maybe I should do it on yours.
What?
What if they're gonna take for an old order? Oh no, I ordered it earlier, didn't I? Or did you order it for me? No, I ordered it. Yeah, they didn't do nothing crazy. Yeah, if you do it to net spend, they won't be able to. Oh, I thought that was a watermelon in the box. I'm seeing watermelons. Alright, I'm gonna get on because that recording didn't go well. We'll do it in the morning.
Good to go.
On my computer. Let's see. Come on, slapping that for me. Come on, slapping that for me. Thank you.
All right, baby.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Watch out, Ham. Mommy. Watch out, Ham.
What's up, everybody? Whoops, wrong hat. I wear a mini hat. All right. How is everybody doing? Dolly Bush, Buddha 1000, what's up? How you guys doing? Fine, I hope. Hopefully you guys had a fantastic week. Sorry I'm running so behind. We did a American Dream trading stream. In case you guys don't know, I've been doing one of them pretty much every day, and then Coach has decided to take it over to his channel. So now I'm hosting it over there on his channel 5 to 7 weekdays. So come on over if you guys want to see what we do in the group and learn and just kind of hang out with us as a group. You are more than welcome to do that. Shout out to American Dream Trading. I love everybody over there. You guys are absolutely amazing and awesome. And Coach, thank you once again for being the amazing human being that you are. And I appreciate you having faith in me. Yeah, man. Coach decided to give me a job doing his YouTube live at night. So, yeah. Puts a couple extra bucks in my pocket. Hey, that works for me. We could sure use it. Shout out to the J Crew. What's up, J Crew? J Crew. I missed you guys. It's been a week. What am I gonna do? Huh? I love you guys, man. I really do. I really, really do. What? Who is that? We're not talking about you, not yet. What I do with the button? Okay, there we go. Okay, and then also let's get the music down a little bit. Okay. Let's go to lo-fi. There we go. All right. So let's get it started. Let's get this party started. Welcome to the Tuesday Takeover, okay? Where we talk about all things 90 Day Fiancé, before the 90 days, last resort, the other way, tell all. Tell all's coming up this week. Yoo-hoo! Everybody has parted ways amicably, or so it seems, and now it is time for the tell all, ladies. So I cannot wait to see what happens on this upcoming tell all. I tell you one thing though, from the preview, it looks like Jasmine finally made it over across the pond. Okay, for all of that, it looks like she made it over here anyway. I don't know whether it's on a tourist visa or she's got her K1 process going, but I'm imagining it's the K1 because they didn't apply for a tourist visa. So yeah, Jasmine has hit the States. Diesel Dan, welcome, my bro. Welcome. Diesel Dan is an ADT alum. Yes, he is. Hey, Dawn, congratulations on Aftermarket Live. It was on. I know, despite all of the technical, but you know what? That's how it is with ADT. Despite all the technical issues, it was amazing. And I can't wait to get back to it tomorrow. I mean, I literally live for this. You know, this is I've always wanted to do this, so this works for me. Okay, so, and thank you for coming and supporting. Thank you so much. Anybody in the household that watches 90 Day Fiancé, tell them to come on over and hang out with the J Crew when we do this Tuesday nights. It's only one night a week. It's Tuesday nights at 8. And yes, sir. Welcome. Don't worry that if you're hanging out for a second or just dropping in to say hi, I love it. You know, Bruno's been through here, David, Pastor's been through here, Coach has even spun through on occasion. Eric Smoto drops through, so you may not be the only one. Who knows? Old School's been known to drop through here, a couple of them at a time. Mikey B, you know what I mean? So yeah. But yeah, so let's get it started. Let's start with our first couple. And Vegan Knowledge JJ, I unlocked the basement doors, and she should be crawling out of there in a little bit. So she heard that, she laughed.
20 cents on.
What's happening?
One more
Oh,
time,
my
please.
baby, we got to deal with the OCD. Aw.
You're so crazy.
I have to press the button for her. It's an OCD thing, but I love my wife, so I press the button. Speaking of which, I'm thinking about going back to doing a mind stream, if you will. And Diesel Dan, you can spread the word about this. I'm thinking about going back to doing some sort of mind stream. Maybe I'll do that on Sundays. But just dealing with, the power of the mind, power of thought, getting your mind right in situations, and especially as traders, we need to have our minds right because we go through such a scale of emotions just during the trading day that it can really render somebody unhealthy. And a lot of traders tend to be unhealthy because of the stressfulness of trading. So I like, with me, with the PTSD from the cancer, I survived a lot of mental PTSD that I dealt with over the past 10 years. And I've come through that. So and initially when I started trading, I was going through some stressful stuff then, just physically, because of the hand trembling and everything, and it can get the body on a spiral. And I put that shit to rest real quick. So I'd like to help other people to kind of get their minds right. So yeah, I'm thinking about doing something like that too. So, Coach, you better look out. I got a ton of ideas up here. Look, you'll be trying to pull all my shows over there. Look, it's like, yeah, they won't stop coming out. But luckily, I am under Coach's wing. I'm part of the team, and anything I can do on this channel or his channel to help the growth of the organization, I'm going to do that. Especially my J crew as well. You guys are always invited to come join the ADT streams and any other streams that I do. But thank you so much for being on here on Tuesday. All right. I'm rambling. I know. I'm sorry. Okay. Da 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 da. Okay. So who do we got? The first couple is Gino and Jasmine. Okay, so we open this episode with Jasmine. Look, when she went off about the Panama flags hanging in the background, I'm like, Jasmine, okay, I don't want to see that. Didn't we just talk about your temper last week? Okay. Why are you screaming at him? It was gonna be a setup for when you came. He was trying to surprise you. Take that shit down. No, don't take it out on Gino. This is the problem. Okay? This is the problem. Most likely, she threw that attitude at somebody at immigration and they said, okay, you know what? Tell you what. Yeah, your paperwork. Yeah, we've got some issues. Okay, we've got some issues with your paperwork. We'll talk. We'll call you. The fuck out of my office. You know what I mean? It's somebody. She probably pissed somebody off. And part of me thinks if she did do that, she might have done it on purpose because she wants to stay in Panama with Dane. And she's trying to make it look like, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know about Jasmine. And what was going on with her stumbling off into the distance? She looked like she was like, had just took a couple of swigs of Tanqueray or something. Like she was walking, getting ready to walk off into the middle of traffic. She just stumbled off in her pink pantsuit. Looking like the Pink Panther. I don't know what's going on. She just kind of stumbled off in the distance looking all drunk. I was like, what is going on with this woman? Oh, man. Her and her attitude. But you know what? Speaking of stress, Jasmine needs to chill with that. Anger is not good for the mind. It's not good for the body. We're all human beings. We have it. We get frustrated. I know. But that girl gets angry way too much. I mean, the slightest thing can set her off. She needs to kind of curb that a little bit, because as she grows older, her body is not going to like that. And she's going to start experiencing some shit. Diesel. That Buddha. No, seriously, and thank you for sharing. Jasmine has several loose screws. Look, when she stumbled off, didn't she kind of look like a crazy person? Like she had literally gone so berserk on and poor Gino. Gino has just really signed up to be her punching bag. Really. Because that's what he's gonna be. I hope he understands that. She's not changing. She's not changing. Listen, how old is Jasmine? Late 30s, going into her 40s. She's an old dog. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. You cannot teach an old dog new tricks. She is not going to change. And least of all for Gino. Now, Gino's kind of learned how to snap back on her a little bit and back her up a couple of notches. Okay? Because at first I thought Gino was going to end up being an abused spouse. But he looked last week like he was ready to go. So, and she kind of backed off and thought she was slick running into the bathroom or wherever but she's like, okay, let me get the fuck away from this crazy man right here, because he looked like he want to hit me now. He looked like, okay, he want to hit me now. She started throwing his clothes on the floor, and he came out, you're not just going to throw my clothes. I'm going to throw your clothes too. Get out of here. No, I'm not going anywhere. It was funny. It was just funny. Just to watch Gino stand up to her in that, like, weasel Pee Wee Herman voice of his. No, how do you like that? You're a whore. Panama. I think we'll do some Gino sound effects. Panama. Yeah, Gino and Jasmine, I don't know what's going on with them. If you guys have any tea, because you normally do, I love the J Crew. You normally do. Let me know. Other than that, we know she's here because we saw it in the tell-all. Okay, so moving right along, because I don't want to keep you guys. I don't want to keep you guys. Look, Jasmine's got me speaking like her. Okay. Why weren't we let in on the little escapade? All we saw last week was, and the weeks prior, were them, he loves me, now he doesn't. She loves me, now she doesn't. We're getting along, now we're not. The back and forth between Riley and Violet, and then for him to, she didn't say she loves me. She didn't want me to tell her I love her. You know what I mean? Wait, that's why he was ready to drop the L-bomb. He tapped that bang. That's why he was ready to drop L-bombs all over the bar. I think I love you. She must have some good poo-poo. Okay, because now she is coming up prego. So Violet, because it's like, when did you guys do that? Because all we saw was you guys bickering and fighting. And you asking every 5 minutes, aren't you sorry? Don't you regret what you said? Don't you regret sending my father text messages? Do you love me? Why did you say that about me? No. Aren't you still on that app? I don't know what's wrong with him. Every time we have good moment, he go and turn it around. Okay, that's all we saw. When did you guys have time to screw? And how come we weren't made privy to that? Like, why wasn't there a scene? All right, last night I hit him. Y'all, I finally got some. I think me and Violet gonna be okay. Where was that? Like, that was a moment to celebrate when he was there. but we see him taking off in the cab. No mention that they had sex. Somebody? Like, why weren't we told that? But anyway, we're told now, and yeah, DNA test yesterday. Get it, Riley. Don't marry that chick without a DNA test, man. I'm telling you, don't. But you know what? We're talking about Mr. Paranoid here. This guy was going to hire a private detective just because she wouldn't talk about her past or whatever. So you think he's going to go into a marriage blindly or into supporting her without knowing whether it's truly his child or not? Hell no. You know Riley's not doing that. And I hope she doesn't think Riley's doing that. Okay, no, I don't want to give any information. Well, guess what? I don't want to give any money until I find out it's my kid. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, because how do we know she didn't hump some other ex-NBA star or something like that? You know what I mean? She likes tall black dudes. Okay, I don't know who she was on the app, but apparently she didn't get out of the app. How do we know that he's the dad? So if he's smart, he will get that DNA test. Because if it's coming out looking like anything other than, you know, black Ho Chi Minh, you know what I mean? If it's all Ho Chi Minh, something's not right. Or very light Ho Chi Minh. No, that's not your baby. He better have some darkness to him. Because Riley is chocolat. Okay? So he better have some darkness to him. And he better have Riley's darkness and not just anybody's darkness. Because somebody could have came over there and she could have got some other DICK. And yeah, he's a pushover. He was ready to drop the L word. I'm going to get him. It's your kid. No. Get it checked out, Riley. Get it checked out. All right. Let me check the messages and see what you guys have to say about Riley and Violet and Jasmine and all this good stuff. Riley is not Violet, baby daddy. At least I don't either. I really don't. I don't think that's his kid. I think she's using Riley as a scapegoat and somebody to pawn her new baby off on and her financial obligations with this child. Oh, Jen, you have me on there, honey. Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry. I forgot to edit myself.
You're good. You're live.
I'm JJ too. I'm the original JJ.
Yes, you are, baby.
I was born that way.
You're not JJ2. You're JJ1, boo. I'm actually DJ. You know, people call me J and JJ because of the icon and everything, but yeah. My true initials are DJ, and I've been called that from time to time in my life. So, but I'm not asking y'all to switch things up. Don't worry about it.
I've been called other things.
DJ
Hi, everybody. Hi, Neo.
Is Neo in there? Man, I did that last night. He went ballistic. He wants to sleep in the bedroom with us, and we used to let him when he was a little bitty kitten, which was only a couple months ago. But
he won't sleep now. He wants to chew on our legs.
Right. Excuse me, that was nasty. But I couldn't keep that down. I wasn't holding that in.
Hey, Diesel Dan.
Yeah, Diesel Dan's hanging out with us tonight.
Cool. We got Ro here. Rap God Reloaded. What is going on?
Oh, she's in the house. Woo!
Of course, our excellent moderator, Ro. I think I mentioned her. Rap God said salute vegan. Go check out his channel. And Diesel Dan in the house. I love that name.
I know. Diesel Dan is a cool name and a cool gentleman.
Buddha, good to see you.
Yes. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. What's up, Ro?
I can't see old comments before I came in unless I go to my phone. Sorry.
Rap God, I don't know if you are into trading stocks, but you definitely should go check out American Dream Trading. Um, we are over there, and now I'm hosting the aftermarket program. It was on my channel, but Coach liked it so much that he decided to, give me a little weekly something to go ahead and run it on his channel over there now. So it's 5 to 7 weekdays, and yeah, man, we're on there. We're making shit happen. Actually, I have a picture here, and it's called American Dream Trading's The Aftermarket, and where basically it's a stock lounge where you basically get to be, a fly on the wall and come in and hear us traders talking about our day trading in the stock market. We may end up making jokes, just we are part of American Dream Trading, which is a trading group where our founder and CEO, Chad Christian, actually runs a group where he trains us how to get in and out of trades and everything in between. And he's got over 30 years of market experience. I'm telling you, I trade now like I've been doing this shit for years. And you know me, Rap God Loaded, from the new media days. I was not a stock trader. I knew nothing. DZ, remember DZ? DZ taught me. Remember, DZ kept trying to get everybody to learn how to do options. He finally snatched me up and taught me how to do options. And I kind of walked around with that information for a year, didn't really do a whole lot with it. And then I found American Dream Training. I found Coach on TikTok. And I've been a part of the group and a fan ever since. He kind of took me in. I do video editing work for him now. And now I'm doing some YouTube live stuff for him. So, it works, so I found my home. But yeah, so I love it. It's wonderful. And the community there is like no other, you know what I mean? So J Crew, ADT Crew, we're all one. Love it. But yeah, Riley needs to get a DNA test, Jen. What do you think?
I'm completely in agreement. We never, unless she like made him like, because she seems like she's pretty controlling. She may have said, do not tell anybody that this happened, because
Thank you,
it would
Diesel
have
Dan.
made a difference. Like, in my opinion, it would have really made a difference in the way we perceived all of that. I don't know if you already mentioned that before I came in. Like, I left there not knowing how it went. I thought they didn't even kiss, barely. And
I said the same thing.
I'm like, they did what? And when did this happen? Like, it seemed like she wasn't sleeping in the same, hotel. And I thought it was this big conservative, we're not doing anything until we're married type thing.
Type situation, right? I mean, really, that's how we were led, what we were led to believe. We didn't even look. It's the so funny thing is, I said this to Jen last week, and then in the stream last week, we've never really seen them be romantic in any way, shape, or form. It's like whenever he seems like he tries to approach her, she doesn't want to really be bothered with it. So we didn't think that they were getting busy because we didn't even see them kiss.
Right. That's the weird thing.
So, yeah. Let me put them back up on the screen. So, yeah, that was, I think this time, right? Yeah, so that was really weird to see them be in that situation.
Yes.
So, I don't know. All I know is he needs to go get a DNA test yesterday and make sure that I wish Maury Povich was back on the scene.
Right.
Because it's like,
you are not the father.
You are not the father. Buddha says she doesn't think he is either. And I completely agree.
It's so weird that she seems pretty responsible. The weird thing is that she would let herself get pregnant when she don't even know when they left if she wanted to continue the relationship. She didn't know the whole time. It's something is so
she didn't like him the whole time, damn near. Everything that he did was wrong. And I mean, I do agree with her to a certain extent, because every time that the moment was up, he would find a way to bring it down. So, I thought she was just turned off by him. But I was telling everybody, no wonder he was dropping those L bombs.
Right, and then for
I
her
knew
to
he
not
was
allow him to
crazy.
say it after that, like they were intimate.
Right,
I thought
right.
it
They
was
had been
weird.
intimate at that point.
I thought
I think, or because he said they left off on a weird note, and then she ended up coming back. So I don't know. So weird.
I thought it was like, I don't feel like she should have told him whether he could or could not have, said I love you. Like, she doesn't have to return it, but like, wasn't that kind of like really controlling that she wasn't even letting him say it?
Oh yeah, well I told you, I think she feels like she's Miss Daisy. Yes, ma'am. It's like, wait a minute, hold up, dude. He's a grown man. Why is he having to say, yeah? I mean, I know she's kind of joking, but is she really?
Right.
I think she thinks she can control him. He's just like, this big gorilla that she's got on a leash.
Exactly.
And she lets him know what to think, say, do, sit, stand. No, it ain't that type of party. And then, every now and then he will cater to her. Yes, ma'am. Stop doing that, because it's going to her head. She thinks she's really got that much control over you. So anyway, that's them. Moving right along to Misha. Misha, what you doing, Misha? I love you, Misha. Misha. Nicola and Misha. Let's call him Mikola. It's not a whole lot to say about them, really, other than the fact that he's a virgin. He's a 55-year-old virgin. Let's up it a little bit, okay? Because he don't even look 40. He looks like he's about 55. And she's chomping at the bit. She wants to have sex with him, clearly. And he's afraid of her. They showed her kissing him. He's backing. Oh, you kiss too much. You kiss too much. I'm like, you're a grown man. You don't want Nicola? I mean, some other things going on there. Like, she's gorgeous. Like, what is wrong? Dude, she trying to give you the ass. And you backing up and running away. Okay. He's a man of the cloth. He's a man of the Bible. I get that. But even people in the Bible reproduced. I mean, come on. Come on. The family is like, hey, please take him to the United States and give him some ass. Please. Please. She's right. It's Nicola that's the holdup. The family wants him to get off the pedestal and go live his life and be fruitful and multiply. And we will get through prayer. We will be okay through praying. Yeah, that's good. But praying is not how you get pregnant. And she wants to continue having, relations with this guy and taking it to the next level. And it'll be okay. It'll be okay. So yeah, I'm curious to see, and you can see what happens with the tell-all next week. The daughter's like, we're scared he's going to judge us, because he is. That's how he is. His family wasn't as judgmental as he was of Misha.
Mm-hmm.
So, and she scoped that out. She's like, I don't think it's your family. I think it's you. And, oh no, it's not me. Yeah, it's you.
He made her very happy, didn't he?
With that ring?
Yeah, I was surprised that she said yes so quickly.
I didn't think she was going to.
And he was.
And I could tell she didn't want to. She was kind of pressured.
Yes or no, Misha? Yes or no?
Are you going to say yes or no?
I know. It was like, okay.
You're going to say yes or no?
He's so literal, right?
Wait a minute. You got your phone up or something?
Do I?
I'm hearing an echo.
Oh, let me close the door. I was trying to wait for the order.
Gotcha. She's like, pushing her hair behind her ear. producer's looking at me. Everybody, he's on his knee. Yeah. Am I gonna make him look stupid here? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Cause she answered that with okay. Yeah, we can get married. Okay. Jesus. You know. I mean, come on. Talk about pressure.
Right.
So she answered that out of pressure. I don't think they're getting married. I honestly don't. I think it's going to be a big thing with the family. I think he's going to have issues. You know, I don't know. I just don't see that ultimately working out. I think he's going to be. And then, wait a minute. What's going on? The man controls the house. So now he's going to try to pull that card.
Mm-hmm.
The man controls the house, yeah, but you better start laying that pipe and control that, okay? Because you're not going to control nothing, okay? She needs a little bit of something. You know, that's going to help her allow you to have the control that you want to have. You know, you think you can run the household and you ain't putting it down. You know, so she's obviously chomping at the bit. Okay. I think she was trying to have sex before she left there, but Nicola was not having it. Okay. He's not having it.
No, he sure wasn't, was he?
Rose heading over the price of the ring in front of her was cringy to yeah. I think so too. And he did the excuse of I didn't want to get a ring that Misha wasn't gonna like, so I brought her. And then he goes in there and he haggles.
Right. It's like if you were gonna do that, do not bring her. And did you already read Buddha's that said that haggle?
No, what happened? What'd she say?
That haggle or the price of the ring after her engagement was funny yet cringe. LOL. Yes. And Rose said haggling over the price of the ring in front of her was cringy to me.
I love how we all had the same opinion about that. Because I'm like, okay, yeah, this guy, he doesn't know any better, guys, though. I think we all
Reloaded said nothing wrong with being a virgin.
No, especially not a 40-year-old virgin. I applaud the man, okay?
He got a movie out of it, right?
Hey, but you know, it is hindering him in how he's interacting with her, you know? Because he has no relationship experience whatsoever. And because of that, doesn't have the emotional fortitude to deal with all the emotions that are involved in being involved with somebody. You know what I mean? That emotional intelligence is not there. Just like he in stressful situations, like when he was with his family, he didn't look at her, he didn't sit next to her, he didn't put his hands on her, he just stared straight ahead and didn't really want to look at her for the majority of that. He is a little bit socially awkward and emotionally unintelligent when it comes to relationships. But he thinks that, you know, he can throw a few Bible verses out there and that'll fix everything. Not in the real world, unfortunately. Not in this situation. You know, Bible verses are good, don't get me wrong. But when you're talking about real world experiences right now of today with people of today, yeah, you're going to have to come a little bit better than that. That whole, we'll figure it out with, she's not trying to go by that. She's like, no, I need something more concrete, you know?
I don't know what I think what's going to happen when they get to America. Rose said, I'm all about the haggle, but he should have had her step outside, or he should have taken the jeweler aside. Yeah, he wasn't.
Yes.
He thinks he's like, you know, the stores over there, it's like if you don't do that, it seems like, you know how you look at people in the street vendors, it's almost like a big like flea market. Sometimes when I look at those big shopping centers, like,
yeah,
this was a jewelry store. And I understand, I mean, people do that. That might be in his culture, but like, first of all, to not have the ring already there, I thought she was gonna be mad about that, but she took that well, and she seemed like, yeah, because who knows what he's gonna buy. I'm glad he took me. Then, like,
So then it's like, okay,
like
pick the
ruined
ring
the
out.
moment.
Okay, you like that ring? Okay, baby, I'm gonna need you to step outside real quick and
That way, it's still a surprise.
Let me
He's
talk a
not
little
very.
business. Let me talk a little business with the man. It's like, all right, what can you give me that for, man?
He doesn't
What
really
can you give me
have
that for?
social skills.
Yeah.
Do it.
Mommy, you don't have what they call the social skills.
Dolly said she's gonna have to teach him. You're right, Dolly. Rose
And
said,
she knows it, Dolly. She knows it. She's
Yep.
not down for it, but she loves him. So she's going to, she knows what she signed up for, I think. She's
Yep.
going to have some patience with it. But yeah, she's going to have to instruct him on everything. And you know what? A couple years in, I think she might actually convert him over to somebody that she can actually be happy with.
Mm-hmm.
I really do see that potential in him once he lets go of some of his wall. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because he wants to love her in the way that she wants to be loved. I really do believe that. But like the thing with the rubbing the mud on her and the gentleness of
Right.
that, you know what? She's gonna have to go
Get
through
a roller.
Yeah, you know, he's gonna have to have some relationship experience with her and get to know her. And I think he'll be fine once he does that. I really do. All right, who's next here up on the docket? Okay, so we got David and Sheila. David and Sheila weren't on this week because they're already done. David came home, and we are waiting to see what happens with them. He's gonna go ahead home and see if he can put some funds together and help her get her house fixed up and get them ready to be moved over here. So Christian and Cleo. I think I saw a little tear come out of Christian's eye on that last scene in the plane. He seemed a little choked up, trying to hold it off.
I think
But
he
as
was
we can
faking.
see and as you can see in the preview, he's still hanging out at the bars, getting girls' numbers.
Mhm.
We're talking to women. You know what I mean? And I see on the tello where they kind of getting his ass about it. I don't know if this is new occurrences that have come out or just probably people backtracking about things throughout the season about him talking to other women in the bars and stuff. But yeah, they let him have it a little bit. I don't think I was doing anything wrong. Yeah, we know. We know you feel like that, but you are. Okay, when you're dating somebody, you don't go talking to other women in a bar. You just don't do that, you know?
Exactly.
Unless there are buddies of yours already. You don't talk to complete strangers that happen to be women at a bar. That is the pickup spot.
Right.
So what else did you think she was going to think? You know? It's like, don't get naive, man. How old are you? Come on now. Bullshit. Don't play stupid.
Exactly.
You know how it looks. He knows how it looks because he didn't want her to admit it to the friend that that's what he did.
Yeah.
He invited somebody to Thanksgiving. He shouldn't tell her that. Why? Because it makes you look like shit because it's a fucked up thing to do. And you know it.
That was just
so
stupid.
You can't have two things. Either you know it, either I don't think it's doing anything wrong, or you know it's doing something wrong and how it makes you look. Either you know better or you don't. Which one is it?
Mm-hmm.
I think you know. I think you know.
And
that's why you don't want her to say nothing. Go ahead, baby.
Oh, Buddha said, I think once he gets home, he's going to break up with her. I do too. And like,
I do too, Buddha.
He's going to just do a ghost. Like, yeah, we don't talk that much. It's not going to work. Because he's not going to be willing to move there. And he's not going to.
He's not ready to commit. He is absolutely not ready to commit. That's why he's talking to the women in the bars. That is a indirect way of saying I'm not ready for a full commitment.
Yeah.
You know, the fact that he did it in front of her And the fact that he came back and said, oh, yeah, by the way, I invited somebody to Thanksgiving dinner who was a chick that I met at a bar. I think that's his indirect way of letting Cleo know, because only a deaf and blind mute would not know that Cleo has social anxiety on top of the autism, on top of, jealousy, on top. Come on.
You know what it is about him? He's selfish.
Yeah.
He's not he's like, I don't want to not be myself. Well, I said that I think last week. If being yourself means that you're inviting other girls to a girl you just met, that you're visiting in another country, that is insecure, like you said, doesn't like social settings unless she really knows people. She's uncomfortable. You guys aren't even comfortable together. And you invited another woman from a bar to dinner, like for her. Like maybe some couples that might be cool if they knew they were just friends. And I can't wait to see the rest of the East jump up in his.
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't have even said anything to Cleo because the chick couldn't come anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have even said anything to Cleo. And I think they may have found that out after the fact. But then he did it in front of her.
He was drinking
before when he talked to the group of girls, right? So I feel like he's doing things honestly, sadistically, low-key sadism, and just stinging Cleo and backing her off of him a little bit, making her cautious. Do I want to deal with this guy? He's creating that in her. And he knows he's doing it because he doesn't want a full commitment. So he's going to make Cleo look like she's the one that's backing off when really it's him.
Mm-hmm.
By doing things to make her be the one to back off.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have to look like the bad guy. Come on, man. Who do you think you're dealing with? We're not stupid over here, okay? Cleo might fall for that shit, but we're not falling for it.
Yeah, and I think like he was trying to pretend he was into it at certain points. I think he just wanted to go on vacation.
On TLC's dime.
And like you said, he's some kind of actor or something. So he was trying to make himself look like, I'm a decent guy. It's like he was over there. And he drinks, everything was about drinking and having, it wasn't really about spending time with her unless he was drunk.
Yeah.
Which is probably how they ended up sleeping together.
No doubt. He was drunk when
then he
did that.
Felt weird about it the next day, didn't tell the camera, and then made him come off at her like, oh, I did that because you might not want to tell. Well, really, she's been sitting here like spread eagle, like, hey.
It's the same reverse psychology bullshit. Okay? I don't know what
do they call that, like gaslighting or something?
That's gaslighting. I don't know what you're crazy. Of course I don't want somebody else. Hey, how you doing? Can I buy you a drink? Huh? No, I'm not flirting. Come on, dude. You're gaslighting the shit out of her. Okay? Trying to make her think she's crazy. That's why she keeps bringing in witnesses.
Rose
Come
said
have dinner
free
with us. I want you to see it.
Airbnbs was the theme of the season. At first, I thought that said free air bibs. I'm like, oh, what's an air bib? Was he wearing one?
Free Airbnbs. I love it.
Buddha's got a comment up here. If Cleo had the self-esteem, she would have gave him an ultimatum for that ish and told him
would have gave him her ass to kiss.
Get it together and stop talking to random women in bars. I'm gone. But here's the reason: he wouldn't have cared. She didn't do that because he's waiting for a blow up like that. Like,
which is her point. She didn't want him to leave.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. If I can't talk to people, then I'm out. She didn't want him to say that, which makes her insecure, right?
Yeah.
Because guess what? Screw him. You can get somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, he's playing on her insecurities,
right?
Which is a thing I don't like about him.
I don't like that
He's
either.
Definitely playing on our insecurities.
And making him like, oh, I can't be myself. I can't, it's like, you can't be yourself. That's not I mean, there's a self.
Because guess what? He's not all that. He looks like a leprechaun.
He's
okay,
like-
he's not all that.
He's not ready to be in a relationship, you know. It's
No,
like
he's
he's
not ready
doing
for
stuff
commitment.
that people that have been married 20 years that knows the husband's a flirt. Oh, he's over there talking to the girls. He's getting drunk, you know. Not
He's down at the bar again. He's gonna come home, and I ain't gonna get none. You know what I mean? So yeah, if I were her, big red flag. You know, give him what he wants. Pull away for your own sanity.
Yeah.
Pull the F away. Because I don't want to see her. And she's a big crybaby. I hate to say it. So if everything sets her off, she is definitely with the wrong person.
And I said this last week. I felt like she was a little bit also immature because she's not set into, like, I don't know if she probably hasn't had a lot of relationships, and it seems like she's very new to her new body and everything. So not only that, add the insecurity to the immaturity, because you really don't call your friend every single time. Like, I feel like she needs that emotional support. I'm glad the friend was there, but there was just something like reminding me
Take off the training
he was
wheels.
12 years old and they were dating in middle school, and it's like, let me tell you what he did to
Take
me.
off the training wheels. You know, you don't need your friend. But I'll tell you one thing, another reason she got the friend there, he seemed borderline violent.
That's what you kept
The
saying.
way he came off, it's not my fault. He was losing his temper with her. We don't know what all happened behind the camera. If he actually went off on her a couple of times, she legit almost seemed like she was afraid of him. That's why she wanted the friend there, because she didn't know if he was going to go off about certain things. So yeah, let's invite the friend over.
That's true.
Because you're not going to do it with a witness around, you know? So yeah, she might be a little intimidated by him as well. And he also knows that. Okay. Cleo and let's see, where are we? I would watch out if I was Cleo. I don't think I would stay in that. Okay, here, I love this couple, man. I really do. Even though Statler's got some weird issues, I love this couple. I really fell even more in love with them with this last episode. I think they're two peas in a pod, and I think honestly, I think Dempsey is what Statler needs, and Statler is what Dempsey needs. I love this fucking couple. They really offset each other and complement each other at the same time. Okay, Dempsey is a little more stable, a little more grounded, and Statler's just kind of all over the place. But she's cute, and Dempsey's head over heels for her because she's quirky and awkward and cute, and she's apparently probably good as hell in bed. So because apparently she gets a lot of practice. So that's another reason why Dempsey came up. Oh, you don't want kids? Fine, it's over. Okay, never mind. I mean, maybe kids is a bit much. No, if you want kids, stand your ground. But Statler tapped that ass and must have did it well, because all of a sudden she's like, well,
Well, Buddha said it was nice to see these two work it out. She agrees they're going to make it. I think the biggest thing for me is Statler is so difficult sometimes to figure out. I think she threw that out there, like she's being honest, but almost honest to a fault with this girl. Like,
yeah,
you know, like she said, I didn't tell her that because I didn't want to lose her, because I didn't know. I think if it means losing her the way I'm starting to see it, she would go for it. She would have the kid. I think she's got a lot of emotional reasons, and she needs to work through those.
That Dempsey can help her with.
She's very good with her. Like, Dempsey gets her, and
he gets her.
Gets Dempsey. I see the same thing you're seeing.
Yeah,
like, I worry that Dempsey is going to get hurt at first. But now I feel like, you know what? I see that Statler's really into it. And I just hope she's not going to, like, it doesn't seem like she walked out or said, I'm going to go see my ex or anything. Even in the rough times, they worked it out. So.
Well, it came to fruition that the same, listen, she left the country before and her ex called her and said, yeah, don't bother coming back. It's over. So she was scared that Statler was going to, that Dempsey was going to do that. How about both of them have dudes' names? Something that would be traditionally Statler and Dempsey. Don't that sound like, and I hate to put labels on shit, but it sounds like men's names.
I've never known a person with either one of those names except maybe a last name, like Rick Dempsey, the baseball
Rick Dempsey, the baseball player, the Statler brothers, group. I mean, I've never heard those names before. So they're pretty awkward names for a couple of awkward women. And you know what? They complement each other so well.
We finally got the one that's not crazy. Like, was that last season or one of these shows?
Yeah.
Lady on the medication.
I want to see them get married. I mean, I think they would have a beautiful wedding. I think that once Statler settles in with Dempsey, she's going to realize that, yeah, you know what? I think Dempsey and I probably could do a kid. You know what I mean? Eventually, Dempsey's going to get her way with that.
Doesn't it sound like it could be a movie? Statler and Dempsey get married.
Yeah.
They just look like a movie kit, like a sitcom or something.
And they remind me of us. Both of us have that feminine side, but we also have tomboy in us. You know, some of us more than others. But you know what I mean? It's, but they both they reminded me a lot of us. You know what I mean? So I think that's why I have a soft spot for them. You know what I mean? But yeah, I hope Statler and Dempsey work it out and everything goes okay with them.
That really switched around from how I was.
And she's gonna let her move in.
I went on a roller coaster with these. At first, I was like, "Oh, this girl seems like she's like a player." And then Dempsey, I don't think they're right for each other. She needs to run. Okay,
Dempsey said you're moving too much too fast.
And
she realized, you know what? I love this chick. It's not too fast. I want her to move in. I don't even want her to leave right now. So I guess that's saying, yeah, you know what? Let's give the move in a shot.
And Dempsey handles it a lot better, but she's a very independent person. She left home at a very early age. She's been on her own, and I think she's used to that, and she's a little scared of the commitment. So once she thought about it, she's like, is it moving too fast, or am I okay with it, and I'm just having my own commitment issues?
Right. So, and then...
But it's the right one, it's the right person, right?
Yeah, we know. But the funny thing is, she at the end of that, just when you thought they worked it out, they still had a little bit more conversation about it. And she's like, well, I don't want to feel like I'm pressuring you about moving in. And she's like, no, I already said I want you to move in. But yeah, it is a little bit of pressure because you don't like it here. You don't like the cold. You don't like certain things about this style of living. So I'm wondering if it's for naught. We may end up not working out, but
I think
at least they're willing to try. What were you saying?
Oh, I just said I think she'll get used to it, or there's going to be a big thing where she's going to want to move as soon as they get there. Like, I found a place.
Apparently she's thrown some logs on the fire about some changes that she wants to happen when she comes back, and Dempsey's having a little bit of a rough time about it. He's like, I'm sure, she wants me to make all of these changes, and I'm not really sure I'm ready to do all that. You know what I mean? It's like,
we'll see what happens, right? This will be interesting.
Not straight away. So
it's so funny, like, I guess I get confused, like, which one, like, it was weird because, like, do some of them actually are going to live with the other person in the other country, and some are coming to live here? Like, it doesn't matter, right? Like this.
Yeah, 90 Day Fiancé is coming here. You know what I'm saying? They're coming over to the United States on a K-1 visa. Before the 90 days are people that are still yet to get through the K-1 visa process before they can come over.
Okay.
They haven't been approved for it yet.
Settler is
And then
going to her, not the other way around.
Right. The Americans that travel abroad are going the other way.
They really are going.
So, and you have a couple of them that have crossed over. Like Danielle was originally on the other way, and now she's on before the 90 days because they are working. Or is she on the other way? Yeah, she's on before the 90 days now. Because now it looks like where I think they're going is I think Johan is going to talk Danielle into turning that into an immigration visa and not a tourist visa.
Right.
Otherwise, why are they on before the 90 days? That's the clue right there.
Yeah.
You know? So I think probably what he's going to end up having to do is put his foot down like he did with the hanging out with the ex-boyfriend thing and say, listen, I'm tired of beating around the bush with this bullshit. I want a green card. We can still stay here, but I want to be able to work and live in the U.S. if we need to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm married to an American woman. I should have a green card. Why am I married to an American and I can't go to the States and stay there if I want to?
Exactly.
So, and it makes sense. She tricked him into marrying her, you know, so she owes him that.
Exactly. I agree. I think she really okey-doked him with all that. Buddha said she just wants a working toilet. This isn't too much to ask, right? I am with you there. I don't think I could.
Who's he talking about, Statler?
Yeah, no door on the bathroom and everything.
I know.
That was crazy. Yeah, I don't know.
Let's make some changes.
I gotta have a normal bathroom, at least semi-private.
Yeah, let's get a door on the bathroom and you know, maybe, well, I like the fireplace though.
I mean, it's cool. I could definitely live like that. I could, you know,
I could live in that trailer for the rest of my life. I love that thing. You and I are like two peas in a pod. We could do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
We could,
especially throw it in front of a lake. Oh, hell yeah.
We need good Wi-Fi
spend the rest
though.
of my days in there.
That ain't gonna work. You're gonna do your YouTube shows.
Snuggling up by the fire. Oh, as long as we got an internet connection, we good, babe. So yeah, that is Dempsey and Statler. Okay, who's the next couple on the docket?
I'm gonna read that real quick before you move on.
Okay, baby.
Buddha said, Diesel Dan said exactly, and Buddha said Johan is right. Danielle is selfish in not letting him thrive in the US. Yeah. She's very selfish.
Yeah.
We've been saying that the whole time. I feel like she's very selfish.
It's all about Danielle, and he's going to have to continue to put his foot down on areas that he is passionate about, like he was about the ex-boyfriend thing, like he's being about having kids. Keep after her. Eventually, she was going to have to cave in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she does not like Johan threatening to walk away. She is really into him, and they're already married. So it's like, you know what? I'm not trying to lose another one. So yeah, she works with him. If he pulls this, listen, how about this? You know, like I said before, when the lease is up, we can go our separate ways. I need the K-1 visa, dude. You know, I need us to do that because that's important to me. I need to get over there and get work done. She wants to stay in Panama. Mm-hmm. She wants to stay in the DR though. So I don't know. I think he's going to eventually maybe talk her into going back to the US.
That's going to be a tough one. I don't know what's going to happen. Buddha said 100%.
Yeah. I don't know. I think, and then the whole pregnancy thing. So she's trying to get pregnant with somebody else's eggs. You know, they got a lot they're dealing with right now. You know, they got a lot they're dealing with. Hopefully they can make it through it.
It's like they do not think of this stuff when these guys are just thinking, I mean, if he did hook up with her for that, I want a visa, I want a visa. Well, I also want a family, traditional girl my mom likes and it'll have kids for me right away. Okay, you pick
I
like a
think he loves her.
50-year-old woman from America. Think about it. Pick better if that's what you want.
I know, you know,
and they're like, God will make it happen. Well, if she ain't got the right organs,
right,
that's going to be, kind of difficult. Hey, who knows, right? What do I know? I don't know how all that works with the other eggs, so maybe they'll make it happen.
I think initially I remember saying to you before and saying to you guys, I think Johan was using her to get a visa. But, and I think Danielle scoped that out.
Yep.
And she switched it up on him. She's like, no, we need to test this first. How about we stay here?
And I get a visa.
Right, and I get a visa and we stay here.
She did the ultimate bait and switch. Is that what they call it?
And he still married her, and I'll give this to Johan. Johan is
that as a vegan bait and switch.
I'm going to tell you something. Remember Pedro and Chantel?
Yeah.
That's Johan.
Oh.
That's Johan.
Really?
Look how she treats him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hell yeah. Johan is going to come over here. He's going to patiently work and eat Danielle's shit for 5 years. And then see ya. Mm-hmm. He's going to pull a Pedro. If he can get her to get him to the States, he's going to pull a Pedro, no doubt. But up until then, honey, baby, sweetie, I love you. Give her all the sex she wants. Oh, yeah, he's going to honey, sweetie, baby her for 5 years. And then out of the blue, he is going to be ready to roll. Because he's going to think back on all the shit she put him through. That's another reason he's hanging on. He's like, okay, because if you look at Johan is calculated. Johan is extremely patient. Mm-hmm. He has dealt with a lot of crap from Danielle and has taken it. He has put his foot down on some things and other things he's let her have her way. And through it all, he has been extremely patient. Mm-hmm. So I see that as a red flag, actually. It's like Diesel Dan, right? We're trained when a stock's going up, unless it's breaking and holding, that especially if it's hitting a resistance area, it looks like, it's to a regular retailer, it's going up. Yeah, but there's a resistance line right there. Get a put. And get it at this level because you're going to get a lot of money on the way down. Johan's like, you know what? Yeah, keep giving me shit. Keep giving, and I'm going to keep taking it because I'm going to stay with you. Because I don't care if it's 5 or 10 years from now, I'm going to get that green card.
Yeah.
And when I do, it's on and popping because I'm going to get myself together. And he probably would be, if he comes over here and learns English, you mean to tell me he also wouldn't be a good candidate for selling houses? People would love that guy.
Yep.
He may even hook up with Pedro.
Yeah, they'll have their own little real estate company.
Oh, hell yeah. Pedro pull him in the firm with him. They're both from the DR too? Oh, hell yeah.
He might steal his girl.
So, yeah. And Danielle, honestly, I don't wish bad on anybody. But kind of the way she manipulated him, she would have it coming a little bit. At least Chantel didn't manipulate Pedro about anything. You know what I mean? She genuinely loved him. But Danielle is manipulative, and she manipulated Johan into marrying her so she could get out of the United States. She needed a place to go, and so she used her marriage to get out of the States. Mm-hmm. So either way, but yeah, I think Johan's gonna pull a Pedro. I really do.
I love it. It's a phrase now. Pull a Pedro. That's a shame.
Pedro's got a technique with it.
My buddy, Brandon and Mary.
we have switched over to the other way. So now have learned that her granddad is over in Manila, and he's been working there for about 2 months. So guess who's been getting it on?
Let me guess. Let's get it on.
So much to the point where her ass is pregnant. So she comes out, the scene opens with her coming out with a pregnancy test that she took in private and found out it was positive. So she goes and gets another one and does it in front of Brandon this time. And yes, it comes out positive once again. But we already knew that, didn't we? The J Crew already knew that they are married and pregnant.
We know it all first. The scoop is here.
Yep. I didn't know it was going to actually come out on the season. You know, I thought they were gonna announce that in the tell-all, but they did it before the season ender. So, yep. I don't like him with that haircut, and she has succeeded in kind of fattening him up a little bit, hasn't she? Because he's looking kind of chunky now. Not fat chunky, but he definitely looks thicker than he used to. Remember she sitting there hand feeding him?
Right.
It's like, okay, he's not a toddler. I'm sure he can eat.
Brandon was not bright. He doesn't even get a job yet. And they're thinking about, we need to borrow money from the parents.
But what are they doing? How are they living?
Dolly said, all I got to say is poor Brandon. I'm telling you, I think she's going to be jealous of the baby or really overprotective of the baby too. Like, talk about a baby monitor. She's going to have monitors for both.
But Brandon's going to go over there and be a baby maker. They're going to have 3 or 4 kids running around before the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I know that's not physically possible, but yeah, you know what I mean? They're going to have, within the next couple of years, a couple of little rugrats running around. Because they're going to screw like rabbits, okay?
You compare
and she's extremely fertile.
With Karini and Paul, and I really, truly believe this is a similar situation, but not as weird. Like he's not as weird, but their relationship is weird. But I do feel like she at least likes him. Karini, I always have questions. Mary.
I
think too much.
Mary's really into Brandon. Yeah.
Like really into him. Like you can love your boyfriend, or you can love your boyfriend.
Yeah, love him. Don't
obsess,
worship, and obsess over him. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know. But and you could tell. But here's my thing. Yeah, I was really gung-ho about having a baby, but now I don't know. Why? Like, you're there. You moved there. You're married, or you're with her now. The grandparents aren't there. What's the big deal?
Did he mean the money thing, or the grandparents are going to be mad? They were supposed to kiss.
I know.
They better get married.
But she's talking about she wants a baby. So it's like, okay, I guess when Grandpa but what I'm confused is because they're leaving a lot of holes in the story.
They're going to have to fake a marriage real fast or get it ready and get married like she wasn't pregnant. You know, one of them where it's so close the grandparents wouldn't have known, like a week after they get married, I'm pregnant.
Yeah, and where's the money coming from? Because just last week he was talking about, we don't have any money. Can we get money from Grandpa? Well, Grandpa left. Is he sending money home? Because she didn't want to ask him for any. So is he sending money home? How are they paying bills?
Immature people, I'm telling you, that's crazy.
You know, how are they paying bills? So, because in 2 months, what's changed? Is he working? It doesn't look like it. Looked like he's laying up screwing her all day.
Right. Old school said, have a good night, fam. Got to get the kid to bed. Good night, old school. Have a good evening.
I didn't even know you were in here, old school. Welcome, my brother. You're so quiet.
I know.
Thank you for coming. Told you, Diesel Dan, old school. Love you, ADT fam.
Thank you, guys.
Put the kids to bed. Hopefully you make some money tomorrow. Yeah, man. Yeah, so these two are going to be baby makers. They're going to be in the Philippines making a bunch of babies, just like Dean, Tariq's brother.
Yeah, baby making.
Yeah, he went over there and became a baby maker. God knows how many she has by now. We left off with 2. They probably have another 2 more by now.
He said Diesel Dan said, love you too.
But yeah, man, I think that Brandon and I keep wanting to say Brandon and Julia. Don't you guys? Every time I say Brandon, I want to say Brandon and
Let's
Julia.
call him Brary or Brandon.
Marin.
Yeah, I think. Wait a minute, Brary. I don't know. It was not working.
Brandy.
Brandy. Would that work? That sounds good.
Yeah. Yep.
Bramary.
Let's see who is next.
Did you do Julia, or they weren't on?
No, they broke up.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Julia.
I forgot. Look, you got me doing that thing with the yeah now.
Oh man, this girl.
TJ and Kimberly. I heard you in there yelling. I didn't get a chance to catch up.
That's who I was yelling at.
I knew it because I thought I heard you say TJ, and I was like, wait, is she yelling about stock, or is this about...
Let me know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about this. I can't stand Kimberly.
That looked scary the way you said that.
I can't stand Kimberly. She is a spoiled brat. And it's like, I'm of two opinions. One is, yeah, she's an American. You guys can't expect her to automatically conform to the customs. On the other hand, you're in India. When in Rome. Okay? When in freaking Rome. They have customs there. You can't tell me you lived there for a year and you didn't know that it was going to be like that. So what I didn't like in this episode was she barely let TJ talk in front of her parents. She emasculated him yet again because she always does that to him. And he was the only one that had her back.
Right.
In the house with a bunch of people yelling at her, about her, around her, he was the only one that had her back. And she failed to tell her parents any of that. Why did you paint him in that light?
Yeah.
And make you, why didn't she say, well, yeah, the family treated me like shit, but I gotta get my man, he had my back, I'll give him that. No, I want you to answer me yes or no. What? Why are you treating him like that? He had your back. Why didn't you tell your parents that he had your back when they were coming down on you? Yeah. Why did you come off at him like that in front of your parents? If you're going to fight behind the closed door. Don't fight in front of mom and dad. You know? She really is condescending to him. And good for TJ. Good for TJ. It's over. I can't hang. You treat me like shit. You talk to me like I'm a little kid. I'm done.
Yeah, he doesn't deserve that. And if she needs to talk to him like that, she needs to work out what's going on within her. I don't think she felt comfortable once she got there. And that was the big problem. And she was taking it out on this poor guy that was just trying to do his best. You have some comments. May I read them?
Please do.
Thank you. Rose said, I didn't see this working from day one. She's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, right? I love that. Buddha said, I was mad at Kim's mother talking about that's not a breakup text. I was like, yes, it was. Mother.
Buddha, what kind of brick wall does mom need, right?
Wait till you hear this part. Reminds me of Tina Turner's mom. All I could hear was, he's a good man, Savannah. He's a good man.
You know, it's like, that doesn't sound like a... Well, what are you reading? He just said, I can't exist in your life. I think that's a breakup.
Right. I think
it's a breakup.
I think that's what it is.
Was that it for the comments?
Yes, that was the last one.
Cool, but yeah, I think that was a breakup. Thanks for reading that, baby girl.
You're welcome.
Yeah, man. I think that was a breakup. I think that was, and it looks like TJ's holding his ground. She called him. I don't know what's going on, but you're a bitch. That's what's going on. Stop trying to act like now. You weren't acting like that before. You were all up in his grill yelling, answer me, yes or no, in front of your parents, showing off. Okay. Right. And you know what? I think she runs the parents. How come nobody pulled her up and say, okay, honey, it might be the way you talk to him? because in front of us it was a little embarrassing. Like you didn't really give him an opportunity to say anything, and maybe that's what's wrong. No, it's just like how Emily used to talk to Kobe, and the mother sat there and watched her doing it, and then everybody got pissed at him for telling her to fuck off when they knew she deserved it.
Like, okay, she deserved it, and Dad
She even admitted she deserved it. She's like, what took you so long to even say it? Even watching it back.
I love the part where like he took him to go get the ring, and he's like, he spent too much on that ring, but I know how Emily is, so I didn't say anything about it. Like, yeah, you need to spend a little,
right?
And that I love that relationship between those two, and they still are.
Oh, they're going strong. I think, you know what, and we have said this on the show, I think some of the drama is staged. You know what I mean? Because you can see some of them after the fact, they get along like none of that shit ever happened. You know what I mean? So I do think some of it is staged, and some of it's for the cameras, and some of it's real. You know what I mean?
He's a good guy.
So. I don't like him. TJ is awesome. He went out of his way, went in debt to try to make a home for her to live in. He bent over backwards. He was the only one going tit for fucking tat with her parents when it came to, why are you putting all this pressure on her? She'll get it in time. She's an American. She's not used to all of that. Why are we talking about her? No, that's not what. He stood up to his brother and her parents, and she didn't say any of that to her parents. And she treated him like trash once he got there to meet her parents.
His whole life was going to be that he can do no right. And I think she changed her mind about the whole thing, and that's why she was acting out like that once she got there. Honestly, I think she was like, I don't know. I
don't think I can live with them. So now it's like, okay, how do you like it? Now he's like, I don't know if I can live with you.
Right. It's like, okay.
Screw the family. Now I don't want you.
Right.
Okay. I'm getting pressure from my family. They already are okay with me breaking up with you because they can't stand your ass. Okay. So I think that honestly too, I do think he's probably getting pressured from his family, and her doing that in front of her parents didn't help her case one iota. She pissed him off. He didn't have her. She didn't have his back like he had her back. And he went home and probably told his family that, man, what are you waiting for, dude? You had his family probably even said it. We're sitting here yelling at you, and you're standing up for her, and she treats you like that in front of her family. We're telling you, you need to break up with her. She does not love you.
Exactly.
They would be absolutely correct. Okay. She may have feelings for him, but I think she likes to control him and manipulate him and yell at him and boss him around. And it seemed like for a couple of weeks they were getting along. And I think that was the case because she saw where he was sticking up for her. So they were getting along. But then now in front of she told the parents the right thing. The family doesn't like me. They're talking about me, blah, blah, blah. But she didn't say TJ has my back, though. I got to give it to him. Instead, all she did was just let them think the whole family's treating her bad. And then when TJ gets there, how come I don't get my way? I want to get my way. I want my opinion to matter. He has always maintained that your opinion mattered. When did he ever say that your opinion did not matter to him?
Right.
He's never made her feel like that and never said that to her. But she painted him in that light. So he's right. You know, he's like, I'm never going to make you happy. Put it back on her. You know, I'm not going to make you happy. So, yeah, this makes me sad, but I don't think it's going to work. And I hope to God that he sticks to it, because I would hate to see them get married and her walk all over him and destroy his self-confidence. Because that's exactly what's going to happen.
I really do. It's going to be, like I said, like one of these, I can never do anything right. It just looks like one of those things, like, and then she'll feel bad about it, and then she'll give him a little bit to keep
apologizing,
him stay with her, and then it'll be like, like if he does the dishes, he wouldn't have done them good enough.
God forbid they stay together and have children. Oh,
It's like what was it? Remember the pasta thing with what was their names? Kind of guy had a weird name, I think. Oh no, he didn't have a weird name. Was it Steven or something? Remember he was like the pasta wasn't right the way she cooked it.
oh, Stephen Noy from Married at First
Noy.
Sight.
Yeah, Noy's the name I couldn't think of. Thank you.
Yep.
Oh, it's Steve and Noy. I was saying Steven. I know I kept hearing Steven, but we were saying Stephen Noy.
Steve annoying.
Yes, that was an annoying relationship.
But yeah, Kimberly really pissed me off this episode. I was starting to think that, okay, maybe she's not that bad. But then with the shit she pulled this week, I'm like, okay, yeah, she is exactly who I thought she was. And he's doing the right thing by getting out of that. I hope he holds his ground.
Get the water. Water stealer.
Okay, so Wayne and Holly. Once again, Wayne and Holly don't really have a storyline. They're just filler. Because I'm like, what's going on with them? What is even happening with them? Like, I forgot what even happened. Somebody remind me what happened with them this episode. They went on a safari. That was about, we went on a safari. Oh, we're going to the zoo. I mean, they went on a safari trip and had the same conversation that they had the past 5 weeks, but this time she was talking to the sister. I don't know. That's about the extent of Wayne and Holly. They went and saw some lions in a tree. I'm like, we know the gist is he lives in a high crime area. She doesn't want to stay there, but he's broken, can't move. And mom is trying to keep them from having sex before they get married. Other than that, what else is there with storyline with Wayne and Holly? I don't know. They needed 6 couples, so hey.
Mm-hmm. He looks like a vampire, so whatever.
What do you guys think about Wayne and Holly? I don't really have anything else to say about them. Other than Wayne's, it's Wayne's world. Excellent.
Party time.
Party time. Excellent. I'm going to move on. You guys let me know what you think about Wayne and Holly in the comments. Last but not least, Armand and Kenny, which means we are probably going to go ahead and wrap it up because there was no story to Armand and Kenny. Basically, they showed the preview where Armand is now once again putting up the question, are we going to have this kid or not? So that I can stop getting my hopes up. It's okay. I just need you to tell me. No. Right. Once and for all. Stop giving me hope. Stop making this thing like, oh, well, maybe. Stop doing that. If it's a no, a hard no, then let it be a hard no.
Yeah.
So I can wrap my head around it and get over it. Okay? It's going to take me a few minutes because I really want that. I'm going to have to cry a little bit, but it's okay. You've seen me cry before. And then I'll keep moving on. I've got Hannah. It's not like I don't have a kid I'm already raising. So, hey, it is what it is. But I need you to make a fucking decision already. Stop leaving it up in the air. And I think he keeps thinking about it, but he needs to just go ahead and tell him, listen, I don't want a kid, period. He's not saying he's walking away from the marriage. So, anyway, I think they have that conversation next week. So, that wraps up the 2 shows. I didn't really get a chance to watch Last Resort yesterday.
Oh, I forgot. We can watch that tonight.
Yeah, let's watch that tonight. When we get out of here, we can go ahead and throw that on. And then I'm getting up mañana early and put this PC together. Look, Coach even got me a Mac, y'all. What? Because I have weird issues with my computer. So,
this guy has been an angel and a blessing to you.
Okay, should we tell him, Jen? Yeah. I think we should. He has offered, You guys are gonna freak out. If this don't make you at least check out American Dream, Coach has offered to pay for me to have eye surgery.
Isn't that wonderful? I was like, wow. It like brought tears to my eyes.
He had refractive lens surgery where they literally cut the lens out and replace it with new lenses, and you don't need glasses or anything anymore. He has offered to pay for that surgery for me. So who knows? He may even get the eyes fixed, y'all. Yeah, man. So that's how sick this dude is. But
probably fire me because I don't need to read the comments. But hey, you guys know I have a channel anyway, so
you can always read my comments, sweetheart.
Ooh, baby, read my comments.
Read between the lines. Yes, I love you, J. Crew. I love you so much. I love you, Diesel Dan, Old School, and all of my ADT fam.
Oh, guess what?
What's up?
Tomorrow, I love you, ADT and J. Crew. Tomorrow, I'm going to be on Be Green with Amy, a show, and we'll be doing our vegan knowledge show if I could get my little plug in.
Awesome.
Thanks, everybody. I really enjoyed
it. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Jen and I are going to go grab some grub. Yes, I do have an Impossible Burger. Hey, check this out. I ate one yesterday and one, no, not yesterday. When did I eat one? Yeah, yesterday, right? Yeah. And today, but I haven't had them in like 2 weeks. I went off of them. So I managed to curb it. I'm relapsing a little bit.
You've been doing really good, though.
I've been eating mostly fruit. Buddha, I have been eating mostly fruit. Now, when I say mostly fruit, I mean all fruit, really. I had salad for the first time yesterday. Yeah, in like weeks. I've been eating all watermelon and grapes and occasional banana.
That's really good.
Yeah, and I feel really good. So this is going to be the last of this for a while. You know, I don't want to get back on a tangent with that. It's expensive and, but thanks to ADT, I got some tip money tonight. So I was able to treat Jen to a sushi roll and I got a Burger King delivery. So
I have the avocado cucumber sushi roll and it's raw, no rice.
Yeah, but
got Joe and Caitlin eating them now too. Buddha said, "Yay, that's awesome." Oh, Rose said what about the couple in Turkey? Did we already discuss that? Huh? I think so.
Yeah, Joe and Caitlin eating what?
I don't know if she means fruit or vegan food. We'll have to find out. Buddha said, "That's awesome, you guys. Thank you, Buddha. You are always
here Buddha.
For us." I'm really
Buddha, you are definitely a huge part of my inspiration for going all fruit, mostly fruit. You, some of Jen's guests, and of course Jen herself. So I'm telling you that the fruit thing is where it's at. I feel fantastic.
That's why we're fruitful now. See,
I feel fantastic, dude. After eating a couple of weeks of mostly fruit, dude, I feel good, like really. So yeah. And after a couple weeks straight of eating that shit, yeah, no, my body does not like that.
Ro was talking about Impossible Whopper. That's what it was. Okay,
I love it.
That's a good trip. Nice. I'm proud of them for going with the non-meat burger. I thought it was impossible, but you did the impossible.
Yeah, they must have improved them because I love them, Ro. I remember adamantly telling you I didn't, and I love them. I love Burger King's version of them. So the flame broiled Impossible Whopper is my thizzity thing, okay? So yeah, I love that I can have a vegan meal. It's junk food vegan, but I can cheat and still be vegan, you know, from my fruit day. But when I'm not eating that, which is most of the time, I am eating either a bowl of watermelon, a bowl of grapes, or a couple of bananas, and that's about it.
Rose said, Joe, how you like that rhyme? Joe said it tastes better than the regular Whopper. And Buddha said, this is my last live with you guys for a while because my project is coming up. But no worries. I'll see you all in the replay crew. Buddha, we're going to miss you.
Oh, Buddha.
That was coming, and I'm like, no. And so what I'll do is I'll always send you the link on TikTok for mine when I have these impromptu ones. I have one coming up, I think two coming up soon. So I'll send them for whenever you get a chance. I really enjoyed having you there. Thank you for coming.
Love you, Buddha. You are the best moderator on YouTube. I still maintain that. And we look forward to your return whenever you can make it back with us. That's going to be really weird not having you in the comments, but we'll manage.
Yes, we will.
No, really, that is really like freaking me out a little bit because I have OCD with you being there. I'm just not even going to lie about that. So, but you got to do what you got to do, baby girl. And we wish you luck with whatever that project is. And you always have a home here. So can't wait to see you back in the
project is to get us to 15,000. I thought that was your product.
What, you gonna go threaten people?
Dolly said, have you heard about the 1-cent burger and 50-cent burger at Wendy's and McDonald's? Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. I don't think we talked about, I missed Buddha's thing. She said, their safari trip was fun and Rosman and Amanda were on.
Oh, Rosman and Amanda. Yes. Wait a minute, where is that? Where are they? I know I have them. I know I have Rosman and Amanda.
I forgot I should be doing that for you. I forgot I had the access again. Sometimes I forget. I'll find them. No, I won't. Well, we know what they look like. Let's just talk about
we could just talk about them.
Like Stephen L. Miles. Let's talk about it. Don't remember that commercial?
Stephen L. Miles.
Mm-hmm.
You know me, I'm OCD about it. Is that them? No. Mm-hmm. That's Do I have them up here?
I don't think I see them unless I'm missing it.
Huh. I thought I made one for them.
Oh, I thought that was them. It's so small, it's like you can barely see them. American Dream Trading. A mistake shout out.
Okay, well, here's my thing. I was worried about Rosman being okay with Amanda and forgiving her because I really think she hasn't changed. I think she's covering it up. But who knows? Maybe she did open up. Maybe she's like, okay, I think I could see myself loving this guy. And maybe she means it. But honestly, I don't like the way she reverted back to being a mean girl when she found out he told his mom. Of course he's going to tell his mother you guys fought. That's his mother. How dare you get pissed at him for sharing an intimate? He didn't even have to tell you about that.
Yeah.
So she goes back and forth with this, I love you, I want to be together. Do you want to be with me? Why did you tell your mother what we talked about? I mean, I feel like you want to pick a fight. I just feel like you want to. No, you're the one that wants to pick the fight. He cries about everything. He's not a fight picker. Mm-hmm. You are. That's you. You start shit. He doesn't. You know? All he does is sit back and cry about it.
Who's the man whore in Turkey that Rose talking about?
Oh, sniper or starter or snapper or sarper.
I don't even know that one.
Yeah, sarper, right. So okay, so let's finish on Ross.
Now.
Let's finish on, huh?
I just said it just clicked through the man whore.
Rosman and what's her face? Amanda. So Rosman and Amanda, I think she's having him visit the family and all of that for Thanksgiving. But honestly, I don't know why I feel like this couple's going to end up breaking up because I feel like he went against the grain. His head was telling him to break up with her, but his heart still loved her. So, but for a minute, she had lost him. Mid-season, towards the end, he was kind of, I'm not feeling it.
Right.
Yeah, you can kiss me on the cheek all you want. I'm not feeling it. Okay. It's kind of gone, dude. But she screwed his brains out or whatever, and for a few times, and apparently she got back in his good graces. So now he's back into her. She's saying all the right things, but she can snap on a dime. She turns around and all of a sudden She gets pissed about things. That hasn't gone anywhere.
And it's not going to.
No.
And as things change when they get over to the United States and she's in her own element, I feel like she's gonna completely switcheroo, and
Yep.
she's gonna be still
She's
not
walking
over her
all over
husband.
top of him.
Yeah, she just saw him. I feel like it's a game where when he pulls this way, she comes on stronger, and you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. When he did the takeaway, she wanted him. When he was all crying and, oh, why you treat me like this? I love you. I love you. She gave him her ass to kiss. So she likes the chase, you know?
Mhm.
But who knows? Maybe she was feeling guilty about the husband thing, but you could tell now she seems like she kind of is into him and she seems happy, but we don't know. She seemed like that a couple weeks ago, and then he tells the mother that, yeah, they had some problems, and she goes off on, why did you tell your mother? Because it's his fucking mother. It's his confidant. He can tell her what he wants to tell her. That's who he talks to. Don't you tell your sister everything or whoever that chick is?
You shouldn't have acted like
he's got to have somebody to talk to.
She really
You know?
should have gotten herself together and made this decision a little better before she got his feelings involved in it. Because that's going to be like, you can
said
tell
that at the
he's
beginning of the
skeptical.
season. Yeah. Yeah. And if he's smart, he will keep a little bit of that wall up and protect his heart. Because don't go all in on her just yet, dude. Keep a little bit of your kind of standoffishness going on, because that keeps her ass in check.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, shit, I don't have him yet. I got to be on my P's and Q's. I don't have him yet. Buying him balloons and shit and flowers. It's like, no, man, ride that train. Play hard to get a little bit longer, okay? Because she likes that, apparently.
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah, don't give in to her too much, because as soon as he did, look what happened. She started talking to him like shit again. And then as soon as he said, well, I'm not sure about this relationship. Oh, but I love you. Now she came back to the, I love you. I want this to work. Okay.
That's hilarious.
So, and then we got Sarper. What's wrong with the bed? What's wrong with the bed? The bed looks like shit, Sarper. Okay? It looks like you screwed everybody at one time in that bed. Okay? Will it even stay together when she lays down in it, or will it crash to the ground like it probably has several times before? Did you see that headboard? First of all, what is he doing holding on to that bed? I feel like it's a trophy piece for him.
Right.
Okay? Like a stick with notches in it. Yeah, see that crack right there? Oh my God, I banged this chick from Bangladesh. That's her crack from her head right there. Oh, see that crack right there? Yeah, that's lady from
That's crazy.
Amsterdam. I screw her 12 times in one night. That's why it's so crack is so big. You know?
That is never gonna work. Oh my gosh. What is she thinking?
Why did he leave the cracked up headboard and bed? That is trife, man.
And she's got the kids, right? And the ex that's a lot older. This is the lady.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's her. Yeah. That's Shekinah. I do have her picture up there.
Rose said, I tell you, I would run a black light on that bed, LOL.
Yes, there's probably stains still on the mattress, right? Ew.
She said, if
Come
you
on,
like
man. Why didn't you get a new bed?
next to Sarper's bed, it would turn into a puff of smoke. Rose said, I would be at a hotel, period, full stop. Dolly said he might have had them on the sofa as well, but she slept on it. Right. You know.
Oh, Dolly.
Dolly
You think he hasn't? He's probably screwed all over that house.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. I can't believe he didn't get a new bed. That bed looks like shit. Okay, that bed looks terrible. And she asked him 3 times to get a new bed. Why didn't he get a new bed? But we're going to, I don't understand the problem. We're going to spend our life together. That's the problem.
Right.
Why didn't you get your wife to be a new bed, dude?
Mm-hmm.
You should want to put your past behind you and start fresh with your new wife to be. All the more reason to get a new bed, not just because she said it.
He's just
You would think that
he's
you would want
another
to
one
do
of
it.
those.
It's a trophy piece for him.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is.
Now I have American.
Right. He's going to try to bump her head into it a few times, and then when they break up because he's tired of her, because he tapped the poo-poo, and now he's uninterested. Let's face it, that's what's going to happen. He tapped the poo-poo. He said she was really good at sex. Okay, he's going to keep having sex with her for what, another month or so? Then he's going to get bored. He's going to get bored with this girl, you know? And she's already being Miss Bitch. I'm not sleeping on that bed. I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, I can't believe it. Yeah, she's got a couple more times to pull that, and then he's gonna be like, yeah,
He's just not going to.
I don't think nope, it's not working. It's not working. And I'm looking at that piece of ass and oh, I have same piece of ass now for the month. I need new piece of ass. That's what he's gonna do.
I love the impression.
That's what he's gonna end up doing. Anybody else we didn't talk about?
I think that might be everything. That's all everybody mentioned. You did Gino and Jasmine, right? Before I came in, I think.
Yep.
Okay.
I think she's good for standing her ground, though. Like she said, she's training him to take her seriously. No, I'm not sleeping on that fucking bed. No, I'm not doing it. And of course, it's like we're going to continue to be uncomfortable until you get a new bed in here. So no doubt he's going to get a new bed.
I'm curious.
Probably let her pick it out.
What's gonna the couples that of all we talked about that I'm most excited to see what happens is, what's the name? Riley and Violet, and maybe Mary and Brandon.
What, for the tell-all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to know what.
Well, the two Prego couples, right?
Yeah, I guess that brings the viewers, but I didn't even, realize that. That is true.
I'm curious to see what happens with Johan and Danielle with the screen card situation.
Mm-hmm.
Are they going to get a K1 visa or are they going to get a tourist visa? I'm curious to know who won that argument. Not to mention, well, we already know what happened with Gino and Jasmine. Obviously, things worked out because she's at the tell-all with them.
Mm-hmm.
So, and who knows? What did they do? Say, okay, we're not going to give you a K1, but what we will do is give you a tourist visa for a couple months. Who knows? So, I doubt that they would do that. Anything else you want to add, honey, before we roll out?
No, I'm definitely starving. Thank you for having me. I love everyone, and thank you guys for being here. And thank you, Dawn, for the cool show to help us talk about these lovely people.
You're so welcome, baby. I thank you guys for coming and hanging out with me, all my ADT fam and all of my J Crew fam. If you guys are interested in learning how to trade, go to AmericanDreamTrading.com. The link will be located in the description of this video. I was running late, so I didn't have time to put it in, but I'll do it once this leaves, so it'll be there. And also, if you like to tip the host, the link to my Cash App will be in there as well. So I want everybody to have a fantastic week, a fantastic weekend, and I will see you guys the same time next week on J&J Video Reacts Tuesday Takeover. Peace and blessings, everybody.
Thanks, everybody. Buddha Ro Dolly.
Buddha, can't wait to see you come back, baby girl. Diesel Dan, old school. Yeah, I'm still naming everybody. Love you guys so much. Y'all have a good one.